Can you see that on camera? And welcome to a new vlog. I am on wrap A today, which tends to happen a lot. So that's basically like a 12-hour segment that I'm on call, and there's wrap A, B, C, and D. But in my base, wrap A seems to be the most popular one and the one I always get. So we actually joke and say that nothing else exists except for wrap A. You just kind of get put on that one, and you're basically on call for a period of 12 hours. So from 2 a.m. to 2 p.m. I'm on call. So I'm at my Crashpad, and I slept till 9, so a good chunk of my wrap is already over. And I know people are gonna ask, oh my goodness, what happens if they call you in the middle of the night? Then I have a trip, but I do get a 3-hour call out. Ooh, this arm's already getting tired. Okay, so I get a 3-hour call out. So if for some reason a trip was to pop up, even if they short called me or whatever, I have 3 hours to get to the airport because I cover 3 airports. So I've had that happen twice since I've been here, but surprisingly enough, I'm like a decent number on the standby list, or of reserves here. So I'm like a senior on the reserve list, so I don't have to go out as often as some of my co-workers that are junior to me. And I'm not a senior person at all here. Like, I've only been here, what, 7-8 months now? So that is nice. And I know it's one of those things too, because we rotate reserve from a line to a reserve month. But because we're supposed to serve a full year of reserve. Oh wait, I got my lipstick instead of chapstick. Hold on. Oh, my little peanut head. But it's like you serve a full year of reserve. You're supposed to do your like time served, and then you rotate from having a full line to having a full month of a schedule. So with us, because of how the classes came in or whatever, we ended up starting out with a line, lucky, and then now we're having to do those months that we missed. It seems confusing. I think they've got it back on track now, where you do a full year and then you go back and forth, and then once you hit 3 years, you only have to reserve 4 times a year, and then I forget, depending on what base you're in, you don't have reserve at all. So yeah, it's different. And I know some people are like, oh my goodness, to go from having a line and okay, so basically before it was like I was on call half the month and then I had a schedule half the month. Now, excuse me, it's like I have a schedule an entire month and then I'm on call for a month. So it kind of balances out to being, I won't say right about the same, but eventually I will have a schedule more here, quicker. So because I'm on wrap A today, that forces me to not be able to like really go too far out to do things. I actually don't venture out that much in DC, considering like I've done the touristy stuff, but as far as like going out and like, I don't know, finding all these things to get into, I haven't done that yet. I probably will eventually, but I just haven't like ventured all the way out yet. However, I am very productive on wraps, or I am determined to be more productive on wraps this year than whenever I'm on standby. So standby is basically I have to get in uniform, go to the actual airport, wait for 6 hours, do my assignment, and then I'm done for the day. This one is 12 hours, but I don't have to be at the airport. And you get 3 hours to even have to get there if for some reason something pops up. So I finished the flight attendant book. I'm gonna post a full review of that, and now I'm working on Judge This Cover, which is Brittany Renner's book. I don't know if you know who she is, but I've been obsessed with her for years, and she put this book out about guys that she's dealt with and like her story with that. And I mean, look at that cover. I love that it's called Judge This Cover. But yeah, I'm about to finish that. I started it on my commute yesterday, and I've gotten like a good bit. I'm already on page 97, and it's only got like 130 something pages, I think. But yeah, I'm about to upload 2 videos and type of a blog post, and just spend today like getting a lot of little things that I need to done. And since I can't leave and I just have to basically be glued to my phone today, this is kind of like a perfect little filler day for me, and the fact that I got this wrap. So it is still snowing outside, so I'm definitely not gonna explore. Okay, so it is 12:33. I don't know if you can see that. 12:33, still haven't got called. I'm pretty sure, well, I'm like 100% sure I'm not gonna go out, because even with a 3-hour call out, it would be after 2 p.m. and I looked on the board and there's not anything out there. So still working on reading my book. I finished my salad. I usually get the sweet green kale Caesar salad, chicken Caesar salad, but I substitute the kale for romaine just because I prefer romaine lettuce. So in the last clip, or the clip before last I think it was, I was walking around in shoes and socks looking crazy, and basically anytime I buy new shoes I like to break them in for like a week. So my heels and flats, usually both, I just kind of walk around for a day or two, or it just depends on how uncomfortable they might be. So I bought a few new pairs of shoes on Amazon to have for my trips. I wanted some Mary Jane heels, and then I wanted like a thicker block heel because I saw a girl with some on a trip and I was like, oh, those are so cute. I need to order them. But yeah, I'm testing those out as well, and then I got some new flats. But I'm about to sit here and finish the book, and once again I kind of have to stay glued to my phone and I can't really do much until 2, so that's why I'm just really sitting here and not venturing out or going out. It's so cold outside and it's still snowing, or it's still snow on the ground. It's not snowing right now. So I'm not gonna go do anything in the city, but I just wanted to update you guys on what I'm doing because it has been a few hours. Okay, so at the top I have my towels, and then like a spare toiletry bag. All this are my clothes, so jeans, sweatpants, yoga pants, t-shirts, and then I have a bag, you know, in case I go somewhere I can just throw everything in here. Some Airborne, my scarf, I don't know if you can see it back there, my mug, some perfume, this little stress ball they gave us in training, some books, some credit card applications, a spare phone charger, shower cap, towel, and then my little caddy that I bring whenever I take a shower, a holder for jewelry, and a mask, deodorant, lash brush, and then my clothes right here. And then I have this with socks and underwear, and then just like my uniform and stuff hangs up here. It might not look like it, but considering the amount of people we have, it is very organized and everyone's got their own like little section. But I don't want to show everybody's stuff just in case, so I thought I would just show you guys mine. 5 minutes. It's really over at this point. Like, I know I'm not gonna be called, I know I'm not gonna get used, so I'm done with my wrap A. Wasn't bad at all. I slept for most of it, or slept for half of it, and then spent the other half getting back organized. Focused. Okay. So I have an Apple Watch and I track my steps, and I have for a while, but I figured I would try to be more consistent about achieving the little goal that's set every day. So I'm doing something very unlike myself, and even though I'm off and I said I wasn't going to go out in the cold, I've bundled up and I'm going to walk to the airport, which is a good little walk. I think I'll walk there and back. If I'm not feeling it by the time I get there, then I'll just take the metro back. But I'm going to walk to the credit union and deposit some money that I meant to deposit a while back. I had switched credit unions and everything, and then I had opened up a savings account at my bank, but our rate ended up being higher, so it'll accumulate interest faster. So I'm gonna deposit that money into my bank account. So yeah, not really like me to go out of my way to exercise and take a walk, but it's supposed to be really cold outside, so I might regret this, but I've committed to it now, and I'll show you guys how many steps or whatever it says at the end once I get back. So I did make it back to the Crashpad. On my way, like whenever I was walking back, there were these 2 girls that I had stopped and talked to for a little bit about signing this petition, or whatever. If I remember, I'll put the website down below, but I actually did get assigned a 2-day trip on the way back. So it's got a long Houston layover, and I am number 1, so there's a Rockets game going on, and I think Cirque du Soleil is on there. So I was texting Chris about it, and he's actually going to fly up and meet me on my layover, which is nice because he doesn't like always get to do that, but he is off, so we're just gonna make it like a nice little weekend trip and hang out and eat and everything. So now I'm very excited for this layover. If I do remember, and I probably will, I will vlog it, but I just wanted to go ahead and leave this off of here. So my set of 3 days, I ended up just sitting the first day and then getting a 2-day trip on the second part of it. And I didn't realize this until today whenever I looked at my like PBS stuff, but I'm actually in like 50% at my base. So I'm like right in the middle on reserve, which is good considering I'm super junior. But yeah, I'm gonna edit this and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.